will work. Hopefully it does. Because y'all said y'all couldn't hear me. So we're going to try now and see if it work. Hopefully it does. And then I'm going to call Lejon back. We're going to give it a minute to warm up so my viewers can come in. Hey, brother, can you hear me? Give me a green heart if you can hear me, because other people saying they couldn't hear me on the other live. Hi, Chef Sky. Can y'all hear me? Give me some green hearts if you can. And then I'm going to call my guest back. It's going to be me. You guys are going to be solely focused on me today. I'm going to be FaceTiming with Lejon. So his YouTube page got suspended. So he had to, yeah, it's a whole process. I'm going to call him. But this is the Barbie that I was telling you about yesterday before I called Lejon. This is the Sterling Silver Rose Barbie. And as you can see, I put her in there with the Barbie Dreams Forever. But that's her. And Bob Mackey custom designed her gown. And then this is the other one, the Escada Barbie that I was telling you guys about as well, too. All right. I told y'all I've been collecting. I started collecting in 2023. All right. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? And then I'm going to call Lejon. This is the Escada Barbie fashion dolls. So yes, get into it. Isn't she beautiful? Look at those earrings. I live for the drama. I live for the drama. And this is it. Escada Barbie. So definitely, I told y'all that I've been collecting. That's welcome to the dollhouse. Welcome to the dollhouse, my babies. Yes, yes, yes. So let me put that to the side. All right. So let me go on ahead and call Lejon, and we're going to get into this interview. Now, I'm going to be FaceTiming him, or either I'm going to call him on audio. And I think it would best to call him on audio and do it. All right. So let me do that, and then we can chat a little bit after I conversate with Lejon. All right. Yes. All right. I'm live on YouTube. Let me. There we are.
Okay. Hello.
All right, fashion dolls. Welcome.
You're glowing.
Thank you. Thank you. We are on with Lejon Stewart. I don't know if you guys.
AKA John Lejon.
Yes, Lejon from Pirates of the Caribbean. And he is here with me. And we are FaceTiming and doing this interview live in real time. Shout outs to my brother K Tukes, host of the K Tukes Spot. Make sure you guys head on over and subscribe to his channel. And we have a collaboration coming up. But before we kick off this conversation and interview, how has 2026 been for you thus far? And how did you ring in the new year?
I first want to start by saying, Stevie, you are so amazing, and it is an honor to be on your show. You are just, I don't know, you've interviewed me before, and I've watched your other shows, and you always impress me with the knowledge that you have on so many things, so many topics, and you know what questions to ask. You love to peek out, and you know what we're wondering. You think like we think, and we want to know certain things, and you seem to go right in there what we want to know. And so I have to applaud you, because all hosts are not as great as you, my dear. It's from God. Yeah, God has sent you here to be no one's perfect, save the Lord, but you, my dear, top notch in every way.
And I receive it. Thank you. As you're just coming in, welcome, welcome. Thank you for those green hearts. Yes, keep the green hearts going. The color for this season is green. Last season, season 19, it was silver, blue, and black. So now we've chosen green. Green for me means, when I think of green, it means nature. It can mean money, it can mean different things. But I chose green for this season because you're starting off on a blank canvas, and nature and just a clean space. If you guys can see the whole background and aesthetic behind me. So I wanted something different for this season. So that's why I chose green, just a little backstory. But let's get into what you've been up to. How did you celebrate and ring in the new year of 2026?
This year was actually, excuse me on that one, was a very beautiful, wonderful, heartfelt New Year's Eve, and I always have a great time on New Year's Eve. Always, always, always. Yeah, that's just, I mean, New Year's Eve. Come on, I'm gonna celebrate the New Year and kick the old one to the curb, but bring the greatness of the previous year with you into the new year to make you better, more powerful, because He wants us to be our best. So this year, I stayed at home with my 91-year-old mom. And we're talking, we haven't had a new year together 40 years?
Wow.
50 years, maybe? Yes, that's what we did. And part of it was a combination of things. You know, we had those terrible rains. And so it's pouring. And I know, my mother is a typical mother. She's gonna worry and pray and worry until you're back home because she sees you. Because we do live, mother and I, 91-year-old mom and I, we are roommates now. From my dad dying, then her second husband passed away, and I was living in the Empire with my children, and of course my kids are graduating from college. I have grandchildren, but my point is so all those years I was doing what I have to do to be the best person, the best father, the best husband, all that. But all of a sudden, this year, and it's interesting for the two of us because there was my mom and dad, and then 4 boys, and I'm the youngest one. So it's interesting that my dad, Lejon Stewart, and my oldest brothers, the twins, Lonnie and LeBaron, and my brother a year older than me, Leon, they're all in heaven. So my mom and I sit back and we go, we're the only 2 left of the 6. There were the 6 of us our whole lives. And because marriages and children brought it in there, but the core was of 6. And now my mom and I, we look at each other, and we were always each other's favorite anyway. Because the twins were twins, and then Leon Jr. was like my dad, Leon. So it was like me and my mom, pair up. We would always pair up. And now that we are the only ones left, it's really, it's a heartfelt moment that we appreciate. Because there's no guarantees on any of this. But here we are. There's a reason for this season. There's a reason for your joy, for the Lord, and your viewers. Yes. Okay. So going back to prior to my New Year's Eve with my mom was this guy.
You guys see it? Congratulations, Culver City Film Festival. You guys, if you're just watching, yes, we're having to do this way because it can't get on YouTube. So I hope you guys can see and hear. If you can't, let me know.
Yeah. And I have to share with you and the viewers the significance of this award. May I?
Yes.
So on December 12th is when the Culver City Film Festival ran from, I believe, December 4th through December 12th. And this was the year I kind of blew myself away on certain levels because at the Culver City Film Festival, I actually had 2 short films that were screened there at the same time. So you say to yourself, hey, I must be doing something right. I've got 2 films. One of them I was the lead in called The Job, directed by Craig Rails Back, and starring the most polished and beautiful Donna Lee Heising. She's the executive producer, and she says I'm the star of the film, I believe, but she is the star. Anywhere Donna Lee Heising goes, So that film, short film, The Job, was entered into that film festival, and we were accepted. And then another film, short film that I did was called Echoes of the Forest. And Echoes of the Forest was a great story of young guys playing the video games that generation does, 20s and so, maybe early 30s, and definitely 18-year-olds and younger. And so they're playing the video game, and somehow they create these characters and this monster, and then they get pulled into the video game, and they're not trapped. And I had the awesome privilege of being the shadow. And you get into my territory, I kill. I'm not nice. No. Death and fear is what I thrive on. And so both of those films, I'm the antagonist. If I won't say I was the lead, but they got to deal with me until they can't no more, or I can't no more. Yeah. So this will have those two films. Again, the now I'm like, my brain is just went so much right here. Echoes of the Forest was directed by Nestor Nearly, and it was written by my boy that I can't remember his name right now. It's gonna come to me. This is crazy. You can't go on IMDb, look up Echoes of the Forest. It was written by this young guy that's so great. Right now, because whatever, all the crazy
So much has happened.
This name is like, it's gonna come back, though. I love you. So anyway, having those two films in that film festival, it was just an awesome thing. We filmed probably 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So when you can have a film festival, you get a chance to see your castmates, and everyone has gone doing something else. So we're sharing and we're growing, and we're just celebrating the fact that we were connected by this film. And then the best news of the whole film festival, in my humble opinion, was that, again, they only give one Best Actor award for short films. So in that film festival, there will be feature films, ones that are an hour and a half, 2 hours long. But the short films range from 5 minutes to 28 minutes, I would suppose. And so those two films were in there, and of all the short films, and I saw the short films there. I watched so many, and I saw the best acting, terrific acting, so impressive, so talented. These other actors were, but for some reason, God and the directors of the film festival, and that's a big shout out to Peter Green and also to John Gershaw. And they chose Lejon Stewart, Best Actor, from my project, The Job, with Donna Lee Heising. And it is it's an interesting psychological kind of thriller where the name of it is, I'm going for a job. I'm going to go to a job interview. I get into the office and there's no one inside there, but I do see a note on the door leading to the other room saying, I'll just have a seat. We'll be with you in a few minutes. So you're like, okay. So I sat down, put my headphones in, and then kind of dozed off just for a second because the music was so good. And when I wake back up, I see that the note is gone and the door is open. So I'm like, okay. So I enter that room, and it's like a warehouse type of place. And big old shelves and things stacked high. And then I see some light at the end of the hallway. So I kind of go towards that way. And then I just instinctively see this plug on the floor. And so, sometimes you don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it. And I just pick up the plug and I enter it into the socket. Bright lights come on, and I'm being interviewed by an AI robot gal. Basically, an AI vision. She's not human, she's not real, but she is conducting the interview. And it turns from, she knows a lot more about me than I think she should. And it's almost like it's a coming of spirituality film, because she gets me down to telling me about reminding me about the thoughts that I have, about the ways that I'm not so perfect, and it's almost like a message. And so she does this by using tarot cards. Has me pick the tarot cards, and they're out there, and then I'm going, and when the card moves on this one, she kind of tells me what's going on there, and then the the second card comes. She tells me some more things about my history and my past, not so perfect. And then the last card, though, all of a sudden she sees it, and the card is the star card, and she is basically saying to me, I got the job. They want me to work with them. I have so much potential. I have so much already coming into the room. But the interesting thing is, I come to a full spectrum in my being at that moment, at that interview, and I actually know that I need to turn her down, because this job isn't what I need. I need something that's going to be better and bigger than this job. So I thank her and I vote. And yeah, there's a lot more going on. At the very end, I drop a gun into the Pacific Ocean, and I'm letting you know there's a reason why I just released that gun in the ocean, because of things that transpired prior to me coming to my reckoning of knowing that I got to do things right for the rest of my life. And I'm a natural star. And so, be that star. Thank God I'm proud of you.
And Mick is here. Hi, boss lady. She says, Lejon, and hello. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to Original Magazine UK Spain. Make sure you guys go and check it out. Me and Lejon are honored and blessed to work with this amazing publication. And Boss Lady has a couple more amazing guests from the team set up to come on the show this week. Ellen is going to be with me this week. We just had Ina on yesterday. So make sure you guys, and we have Lejon here. So it's going to be more amazing guests coming on. We have Nicholas coming on next week. Ildiko will be on later in this year. She's coming back on for season 20. You guys know we're in the midst of season 20. So I'm excited to see overall just the growth of this team. So again, thank you, boss lady. We see you, and it is in the chat. So you guys, welcome if you're just coming in, and make sure you hit that bell and subscribe if you are new here to my channel. Welcome. I know we're so used to doing it on Instagram, but yeah, until everything is lifted off of Instagram, right now YouTube is where we're at. So you guys can check me and my amazing guest over here. Again, the show will continue. So thank you as you're just coming in. And if you can, leave some green hearts in the comments, because the theme for this and the color for this season is green. Now, we were talking here with Lejon about his projects that he has out and the film festival and all of these great things that are coming into the year of 2026. I was just talking with Ina yesterday, and we were talking about the year of manifestation. 2026 is an awakening for each and every one of us. New opportunities and more great things will be to each and every one of us. So again, if you believe it, drop those green hearts in the comments, and let's keep this chat moving along. Make sure you guys add each other, and I'm going to speak to you as you come in. I see you, my beautiful mods. Kimani, hey girl. And yes, something funny happened in one of my colleagues' broadcast yesterday, live and celebrated, and I fell asleep on the panel. So it is up. That was the highlight. It was funny. So make sure you guys, if you see Buzz will 9 times out of 10 pop up in here. Add him and wish him congratulations. He just hit 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So huge milestone. And I'm so proud of him for that. Make sure you guys go on over and check him out. If you love my platform and fashion and the glitz and the glamour, then you'll get the laughs and the fun. We always have a great time. We always have a great banter, just me and Alvin and Bubs, all of that. Hi, Andrea, another member from the original UK team. Yes, Lejon is here. Lejon is here.
You know I love you. But hello, Andrea.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And she says, Happy New Year, beautiful people.
The most beautiful girl in the world.
And she says she loved you too. She loves you too. Hello, beautiful people. Yes, Andrea is also a part of the original magazine UK family. So you guys are seeing the family come and interact. Feel free, don't be scared. Interact with everybody. Everybody is amazing in the team. Andrea does fat. She does health and beauty. I do fashion, and it's not only me that's a part of the fashion part, but it's another writer as well too. So all of us each have our fields and departments. Yes.
Our talents, yeah, our gifts, our gifts.
It's so amazing.
May I say though, and may I say that when we mentioned Mickey being here, Mickey, she's just wonderful. She's an amazing person. She comes up with these magazines. Also, Hollywood USA.
Love Hollywood. Yes.
Person.
Another publication.
And she's amazing. Everyone I talk to, as well as myself, we go through this catharsis in terms of when Nikki does an article on you, and you're saying to yourself, well, yeah, I answered a couple of questions, but then she talks about places that she can describe a place that she was not at, and just details the moment because she is so intuitive in the energy that she sees just through pictures and our comments that we make on Facebook. And a genius. Nigga, you are a genius and a loving genius. And I've met so many great people through you. So she connects people. She works hard. I wrote her a message saying that she realized because she did a little short video of all the magazines that she is the publications, I guess, of. And I looked at that and I said I don't know if she even read it, but I said, when you look at what she just displayed there, it looked like there would be like a CEO, board of directors, stockholders, and then a whole staff of hundreds of people to get all that work done, to make those magazines as interesting, as great, as highlighting to the people that are in there. She elevates our careers, our souls, our spirits, our egos. Because when you're in the acting world, I am, you do need an ego. You need to know that, hey, I'm the best when I'm on scene. When the camera's on me, all eyes will be on me because I will take control. Because that's what God made me to be. And Nikki's able to not only let me, but share my talents to the world. And it's amazing. You are amazing, Mickey. And my question was when I raised my hand earlier, because I was going to ask, when is Mickey going to be interviewed on your show?
She's coming back to the dollhouse because Ina asked me the same question yesterday. So we are working, and actually we are working on getting more guests all the way up for the remainder of the year because we're booked all the way from March and April. So of course, February as well too. We have guests coming on February next month, but March and April. But for the rest, my schedule is pretty clear. So we got to keep it going, and Mick is helping me get the show rolling. So hopefully Boss Lady will be coming back on the show. So you guys have to stay tuned because I have a couple of collaborations and amazing guests coming on as well throughout the remainder of this year, all the way up until season 21. Yes, you guys, the cat's out the bag. I will be doing another season as well too. So we're going to keep it going. We have a goal to meet, and my goal this year was to do at least 1,000 shows. So that means you have to let me know who you want to come on the show. Viewers, guests, thank you all so much. Let me know. Shoot me a suggestion in the inbox. Let me know. Refer guests to me. And this season, I want to be interactive. So I said I want to go in 2026 being more interactive with my subscribers, with my fashion dolls, with my followers. So you guys let me know who you want me to interview. Have them to reach out to me and we could set it up. And more amazing. Yes, and we love you too, Boss Lady. She says she loves us.
Back at you.
Yes. Thank you, Chef Scott. Thank you. And if you have some guests, let me know. Shoot them. Tell them to message me, and we can get it set up because availability after those months that I just mentioned from February, March, April, and then so forth and so on. So I like to try to keep an open, clean slate of getting guests when they are free. So make sure you guys let me know, or sound off who you want to see or me collab with. It can be anybody. One of my colleagues, Bubs to God, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind, because we've actually collaborated twice. And you guys can check that out here on the channel as well too. We had so much fun. So again, the banter that you see on the panels is the banter that you would get as well when we collaborate. So it's gonna be fun. And more, and so many more. My brother K Tukes, who was just in here, uh, just hit his 1000th video. So you guys, when you see him, Kenneth Tukes, make sure you guys head on over and subscribe to his channel too. So a lot more in the year of 2026 for us. Which brings me to my question to you, handsome. What else can we expect in the year of 2026? What are you manifesting?
And before I answer that question again, though, I still have to say, though, congratulations on season 21.
Season 20, and we're going to do a season 21. So we're going to keep this platform going. Yes.
Okay, so let's have a round of applause for you right now, my love. Okay, everybody at home, wherever you are, let's give her a round of applause. How amazing you are again. And we just have to celebrate you. Okay? Congratulations to me. So 2026 for me, I'm so excited. Tom Anderson is an Emmy award-winning writer.
Oh yes.
And and we kind of befriended, and it's almost like the connection of Mickey. You know, he said that I brought Mickey to him. I think somehow Mickey brought him to me, and we're connected now. And Tom Anderson, he's a veteran and again Emmy award-winning writer.
Yes.
And he told me about this project called Shakespeare on the Rocks. And so Shakespeare on the Rocks is being produced by the Hollywood American Legion Post 43. We are going to have one night, one performance of Shakespearean sonnets and Shakespearean scenes. All of his great works. You'll see myself, I'll start with me. I will perform a monologue of Iago from Othello. And it's a great monologue. I might even give you guys a snippet towards the end of our interview. But just the opportunity to work in this play for the Hollywood American Legion. We are being directed by George Cantero. George Cantero, I believe, was on Broadway at age 4. If that lets you know something. He also was in Apocalypse Now and many major films. So, you know, when you're a kid on Broadway and throughout his teenage years and on to adulthood, and then he was in the Army, of course, and then from there he came back and was here in California making big-time films. And so he is our director, and I've learned so much. We start to rehearse in November, and I have learned so much as a person, as an actor, as I also would say, when it comes to Shakespeare, when working with George Cantero on the Shakespeare piece, I used to teach Shakespeare to my English students back in the 90s at Colton High School. And so it feels so full circle in terms of, okay, I was turning Shakespeare onto these guys who, you know, they would think they're just the cool students. And you would think that they could be impressed by Shakespeare, but the way I've taught my classes, they loved Shakespeare. You know, after I just introduced them to them and we read stuff and we acted some things out, it was also a total experience. So when I went for the audition interview for the role, it wasn't a surprise that Shakespeare has, of course, a very different language, and because of course it's from
God.
prostate cancer, and they called me and said, we looked at your last blood results and blood work, and the cancer's gone. And may I say that, I mean, such a miracle from God, because I did not have to have chemotherapy, nor did I have to have surgery. So it was God. Prayers saved my life. And I am taking medication, and the medication I'm taking is usually just stops the cancer from spreading. But when the doctors give it to me, it alleviated the cancer. Therefore, I had to cancel my chemotherapy. Because once you take chemotherapy, and my heart goes out for all the people, all the survivors that have had to go through either surgery or chemotherapy. And of course, on the other hand, there's the people that endure prostate cancer or any cancer and make it through. We're succumbed to the disease. My heart, I'm like, why me, Lord? Why me? Why? But I know that there's a reason for the season of being cancer free, and it has just renewed me in so many ways. My faith in God, as well as who I am and how I'm supposed to be on this planet. Do you guys still see him? Oh, okay. I'm getting a phone call, and that's why the phone went crazy. I'm just gonna have to get rid of that.
And I know a lot of people are like, what happened? Where's Lejon? Mick was asking. He's still here. You guys can hear him. So I'm rotating both. I'm looking at both devices over here and then managing, letting you guys see as well. So I see you, and they're sending you some love in the comments. But that, to be able to be cancer-free, that is a blessing but God that you are still here. And you are living. Boss Lady even says it's such great news, Lejon. Yeah.
Thank you, Mickey, and Andrea, and everyone I know, and those of you that I don't know. Thank you for the love I feel right now.
My beautiful Kimani's also sending love. They're all sending you love here as well too, and that's what it's about: uplifting someone as they're going through their journey. And I said this in our very first, in that you are a living, breathing testament of surviving and keeping on going, not letting things hinder you and hold you back, but more importantly, following your passions and your desires for what make you happy. So that in itself, yeah.
And of course, in giving back, I am one. I have to give. And there's many ways of giving, of course. From even a smile, walking down the street and saying hello, good morning, happy new year. We woke up, we're alive. There's no guarantees. I spread that everywhere I go. I see someone, they look at me and I say, hey, we made it to 2026, because everybody didn't. But we did. And so therefore, let's not think lightly of that. That's not an accident. That is the purpose and the reason, the season, like I said, for us to be our greatest, to be our best, and to encourage each other. I'm the kind of person, I will defend and kill to protect someone that has been taken advantage of. It's like a natural instinct. I don't know, for some reason, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but when it comes to the fact that I know that I can look you guys in the eyes right now and say that I have never bullied anyone in my entire life. I never have. I had a little dog named, he was a chihuahua named Pinto. And I was about 4 years old, and we were sitting on the stool, and I kept pulling his skin back because his eyes looked funny when I did that. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I said to myself, but I don't think Pinto is enjoying this experience. He kind of looks uncomfortable. And I said to myself, that'll be the last time I will ever do something mean or evil, hurtful, denigrating, uncomfortable for another person. I made my mind right there at age 4. I said, nah, this is not me. And so, I can say that I've kept with that my entire life. Now, I will kill you if you try to kill me. I will. And I've had that happen too.
I'm alive.
God is always with me.
Protect yourself.
And so, I'm sorry, what?
Unalive, yeah. The vice versa. You got to protect yourself and be vigilant.
And the people that I love, it's over. It's over. You cannot hurt anyone I love. Not if I'm in the same room, in the same area, the same vicinity. It's going down. It's not going to be good for you. And that just comes from God. God speaks through me. There's been so many through and strength that I didn't know I had. But it's always come out at the right time. I grew up in Compton, and but still, may I say that Compton, when I grew up, we're talking, I was born in 1958 and grew up in the 60s in Compton and to the 70s at Enterprise Junior High School. But my point is, though, a beautiful place, though. Compton is such a loving environment. And those are days where all my teachers were black, and we had a Caucasian principal actually at one time, but still the majority of the students were black. I'm black, and it was such a comfortable feeling because our teachers talked to us, and they let us know the things that we were up against by being black children in this country, in the city, in the state. And so they prepared us. They made sure your education is what's going to save you. I do have my BA. I got that from Cal State San Bernardino. That is in English. My minor was theater arts. And I took that and I went to Loyola Law School. And again, when you have an education, when you allow yourself to learn, and sometimes in our case, when we are allowed to learn, because we know the history of America, and at one time it was against the law to teach a black to read, to teach a slave to read. So right there,
we couldn't learn how to read or write, and I've said that on several occasions on the platform, and Kimani and others can vouch for me and say that we as black people, we were told we couldn't learn how to read or write, and if you did, you would risk losing your life as a result. So
and the person that even teaching you, so they would prepare, and the people that, but it came from my mom's side of the family. We did trace it back where my great grandmother's father was a white plantation owner, and her mom was a slave. And so when she was coming up, growing up, they were like, "We're going to teach you how to read, even though it's against the law and you're supposed to be dumb and ignorant. No, we're not going to do that to you." So there was that love. That was his child, and he wanted. And so it's no surprise that my two children, my son has his BA and my daughter has her master's from Berkeley. So it's no surprise at that, because those are her great grandparents who knew how to read. And for the majority of us in the South, that wasn't the case. And so, the fact that we have professors and so many educated people in this country, it's a miracle. It was not supposed to happen. This was, but of course, we know perseverance, faith, hope, and knowing who's in charge. Don't mess with me.
And you have the power. You have the power to control and take power to educate yourself. And that's what we were talking about not too long ago as well, too, with Carl L. Hawkins. We were talking about making sure that you pick up a book and read it. For anybody who's looking to become an actor or expand in a skill or brush up on anything in their career, now's the time more than ever. And I'm a firm believer of, I love to do vision boards. So it's like everything that I've put on my vision boards in the beginning of this year is all coming to fruition. And I want to encourage each and every one of you as well to do it too. So if it's something that you love or you're passionate about going after, say a new career move, go after it. Make yourself a to-do list. And me and Ina just talked about this yesterday, about having goals and going after them and doing that checklist, doing that to-do list. Like, okay, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Do a mental checklist, and I know I have to do some as well too. And I would encourage you more that I want to do as well too, because I see the word more on my vision board, because there are other things that I want to dabble in, other avenues. Other than hosting Style by Stevie, I would love to step behind the lens as well too and produce and direct and right. And the sky's the limit. So go for it if this is something that you want to do.
Great advice. Great advice. And again, though, like you said, write it down. Write it down. Those goals and put them in a place either on your wall or in the bathroom where you brush your teeth, and put those goals up there and see them written there and recite them, repeat them. I remember when when I was first married and we went to buy a house, and we talked to the real estate person that was, working things out with us. And for the financing, he called one day and he said, "Oh, I thought things were going great, but we're not sure because of this hiccup and that hiccup." And then that night, I went home and I wrote my name, my wife's name, and the address of that prospective home that we wanted. And I wrote it over and over and over and over all night. I wrote that. I just had to see those are our names to that address. It's gonna be our home. I'm not playing. We're going to be living there. The dude, I get to work the next day. He calls the next day, "Mr. Stewart, take those last few pieces and everything. You get the loan to buy your house, have your house built from the ground." Manifest it. See it, envision it, know that it's possible. Make it tangible. Even if you see it written down on paper, your own handwriting verifies too that you are saying this is gonna happen. And I'm living proof. Even when I made my children, when I made my son, because men determine the sex physiologically anyway. So when I was making my son, I was yelling out, "Boy, boy, man, man," I swear to God. And yep, he was a boy. And when I made my daughter, female, girl, woman, yeah, yeah. And a little princess came out. So we do it physiologically anyway. So why not put it in your head and the power of the positive for me? And guess what? My son had a boy first and a girl second, taking my advice. So at least I know I was 2 for 2 and he's 2 for 2, and I pass it on to all young men and old men. Say what you want, make it happen, manifest it.
Oh yes, and we touched on that as well too yesterday with Ina about the power of manifesting, putting out there what you want. And I know I want to expand in the beauty and in the fashion realm. So I see myself going further and further and further. Of course, continuing to write for original magazine and so much more. That's what I see. Yes.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll just throw in, when you say original, I want to make sure that people associate Original Magazine to Mickey Solar, the great.
Yes. And Love Hollywood USA, which is also another publication. Make sure you guys go and check that one out. That is also mixed as well too. So make sure y'all go and check it out and support. And also follow on Instagram if you have not. Great information. And I was telling Ina this also, that it is more so like a coffee book. You know, we have for all of my fashion guys and gals out there, we have coffee table books, and I have a few of them on my table where my perfumes and fragrances are. So it would make a great coffee table book. So you guys can go and purchase the magazine as well too. It is a collective, so definitely. And Lejon was on the cover, so make sure you guys go and check it out.
Yeah, and this is actually, well, give me a second. I should have done this in advance, but Mickey's been so gracious to me. And she's my publicist, and so she gets the word out that Lejon is an actor from LA, but it giving me worldwide exposure. It is so incredible. So there's my. Okay, we got the cover on this one because of Mickey. Love Hollywood USA. And then she got me on the cover of Artist magazine.
And the
Yeah,
audience
so
is
just
loving the covers. Kima,
oh yes.
oh, that's a nice cover. Yes.
Oh yeah, no, Mickey is so good. And there's more that I don't even have the actual copy. And then she got me into online magazine. So the worldwide exposure that she gives her clients, it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, there's the tree back. Oh, there's my. Okay, there's the poster
For the job, and you guys.
for the job, and the one that I won Best Actor for, and that's with Donna Lee Heising. And all the AI work and the music is done by Raina Wolsinger. She's another genius, and they adapted the story from I should say Dr. Raina Wolsinger, and the story was adapted from Dr. Heather Joseph Whitham. So that is the team that is winning. We're constantly winning awards. We won Paris Film Awards, and they just keep on coming in the reviews in different publications. They see the job is great.
And Andrea says that she loves the covers. Well deserved, my friend.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And the audience is loving the covers as well too. And that's what you're going to get with the original magazine UK. Great, fabulous, beautiful artwork, imagery. Make sure you guys go and check out the publication. And everybody has their own column. And what's so unique is that everybody has their own perspective on fashion, on anything, health, beauty, and so much more. So make sure you guys check out Original Magazine UK and Love Hollywood USA as well. And a very special thank you to Mick for being that vessel that put us all together. And I tell her this all the time, like, you created a gumbo and everybody has their own spice and ingredients to go in that gumbo. We're all collectively thanking and wanting to do more, and it's always new members that are being added to the team. So you make sure that you are following some of the magazine writers who are here, like Andrea and of course Mick and Lejon, and yesterday it was Ener, and we have Nicholas coming on next week. Nicholas will actually be here for 2 shows back to back. So I've never done that in that week. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Ellen is going to be here as well. So you guys stay tuned. And that day with Ellen, I actually have 2 shows planned. So we have 2 guests, Matthew Kenner, and then Ellen will be joining me. And of course, we're going to get into all things vintage beauty and fashion because that's what we do. We both are obsessed with one person in particular, and that is Marilyn Monroe. So we're going to get into that. Make sure you stay tuned. For sure, for sure, for sure.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
And in the meantime, 2026, I can't believe we're here. I cannot believe we're here. So give yourself a pat on the back into the new year of 2026. You made it into the year faithfully. To my viewers, to everyone that is watching, you made it into a bright new year. And I want to encourage each and every one of you to, this is the year to shine. I must say, this is the year to shine. And most importantly, this is the year of awakening. So remember that. Remember that, fashion.
And yes, and like you said, green. Let's have some nature and feel good about and protect our nature. And let's also make some greenbacks. Let's make some money. Why not?
Yes.
The color money. This you know what? Yeah, it doesn't hurt. And why not? Making money, doing what you love to do. That is the ultimate. And it's only from God. No, I recognize it. I'm proud to say it.
All the time, all the time, all the time, fashion dolls. And before we wrap in the closing hour, Lejon, what would you tell everyone coming into the year of 2026? This has been such a great conversation, and so many gems were dropped about balance and reinvention and coming back from tragedy to now being here where you're at. What advice would you give to everyone in the year to send them on their way into a prosperous new year?
And again, I apply this to myself, and it is to, of course, realize and recognize that you are not an accident, that we are all uniquely created and here to make a difference in this big, bright world. And how do we go about that? Meaning the best that we can, like Stevie said, that vision board. Write things down. What are your goals? You got to write them down, because when you write them down, you're creating history. You're making them tangible. You're reading them to send them back to your brain to allow yourself to really understand under any circumstances, this is what I'm going to do. And things are going to come and get in your way. And you may not make that goal the exact day that you wanted to, but if you keep on going and you stick to it and you're clear with what you want and you dig deep down, don't make goals that you don't really want. Ones that you can, but don't be afraid to dream big. Do not limit yourself. Dream big, 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 big as possibly as you can, because that's when it happens. That's when the magic happens. And so be kind to each other. Be kind to, even when you're on the road, and that road rage is coming over you. You know, I mean, a good thing to give the finger is a good release. The finger, but sometimes you don't want to give the finger to the wrong person, because they may follow you and kill you. So you have to judge it. You have to judge it for your safety. Stay safe. This is a beautiful world, but it could be a cruel, ugly one as well. So be vigilant, be observant, be careful, be smart, and have fun. You gotta have fun. There's no fun in your life that's not living. So please have fun and be joyous.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Absolutely. And what I would tell you guys is, as always, be prosperous and be intentional. Make sure that you are around community more than ever. Find your tribe. Your vibe will attract your tribe. So make sure that you are surrounded by people who keep you uplifted as well too. And that's what I want to do, is keep you guys encouraged in all of the chaos, all of the craziness. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And don't be afraid though to exclude yourself. And these people and what they're doing, they're no. I am above that. They are beneath me. People are doing things that you know are wrong and are beneath you. Don't hang around for a second. Kick them to the curb. Bye bye. See ya. Don't want to be ya. Okay. Keep those standards. Keep your standards high.
Boundaries. I just said that yesterday. Do not apologize for setting boundaries. And I want to encourage each and every one of you as well, too, that are viewing and even in the replay. Set boundaries and have an understanding mutually of what you want to do as well. So I want to encourage you guys to set boundaries. It doesn't make you a bad person for saying, no, I will not do this. This is not conducive to helping me.
It makes you a smart person. Yeah, it makes you a smart person. It does. So please remember that. Don't be peer pressured into anything that you know in your gut and your heart, So just, don't let that whatever, influence you in a negative way. Keep it up. Keep it high.
Absolutely.
Glory to God.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Fashion Dolls, with that being said, we will be back Thursday with Ellen Margareta Norden. She will be joining me at 4. And then we have 3 p.m. Matthew Kenner. So you guys are getting 2 shows Thursday. So make sure you guys tune in. Friday, we have Kevin Leroy. He will be joining me. And ladies and gentlemen, again, the amazing, the handsome Lejon Stewart, who is also a part of this fabulous publication that we are writing for, Original Magazine UK, Love Hollywood USA. If you guys support me, you'll support the publication. So I thank y'all all so much for your love and just affectionately, each and every one of y'all. Chef Scott, thank y'all all so much. Y'all just don't know. Y'all got me through some dark times. And I think YouTube is where I might move Style by Stevie. So I'm thinking about it. I'm debating. I like Instagram. But until that is done, sometimes you have to move, temporarily. If you don't, and I'll say this to anybody, sometimes you have to make change. You have to change from what you're accustomed to doing. Step outside of your norm. And as far as a business move, jump, leap, start your own. And that's what I would encourage you guys to do as well too. And I want you guys to have a fabulous evening, and I will see y'all Thursday. Till next time, everyone.
Thank you so much, Stevie.
You
Love
are
it
so
here.
welcome.
Thank you.